Hi, this is Andy for iPhonic.tv, and this is the first review of the iPhone 3G, which landed in the UK this morning. Should be connected to O2, but as you might be able to see there, I've got a no signal message because new customers of O2 aren't immediately being connected because of the computer problems they had this morning. It could take up to 24 hours. Unfortunately, that's meant that I haven't been able to fully test out, obviously, the calling. I believe that the voice and sound quality is better than on the first generation iPhone. Also, I couldn't test out GPS out of doors because although the GPS module is functioning, walking away from my Wi-Fi network, I have no cell coverage, no 3G access. So trying to plot myself on Google Maps is impossible. All I get is a blue dot on a grey background, which isn't hugely helpful. However, it looks like it's going to work fantastically, and from what I've heard, it does. The phone itself, it's not thinner, but it gives that illusion because of the curvature of it. It's plastic backed, which you may or may not prefer. Supposedly, Apple says that it makes it feel better in the hand and less likely to slip out. Certainly, it does feel very secure in your hand. Unfortunately, it also means that the plastic is a smudge magnet, just as the screen is, but then that's something you're just going to have to live with. It's not unique to the iPhone, really. Any bit of plastic on a phone gets covered in smudges, and my old phone does, and a touchscreen phone also is always going to get smudges on, so just carry a cloth and wipe the screen. It's not going to be a huge problem, really. As you can see, I've already added some applications. You now get the second screen or subsequent screen if you add new applications. The application store works fantastically. Again, I'm only working on a Wi-Fi connection, but I imagine over 3G as well, it's going to be great. A nice feature is that you can see what the top 25 paid for applications are. Monkey Ball being up the top there, not surprisingly, and remote control being on the top of the free applications. There's about 500 applications on the App Store at present. About a quarter of those, I believe, are free, and the rest seem to be charged at quite reasonable prices, probably aiming at impulse buyers. If you see something, Super Monkey Ball, you can buy that for £6. It's pretty good, I think, for what you're getting. Some applications are going to be better than others, but that's a chance you take. It's looking good, and the fact that you can access them directly from the iPhone, as well as side-loading them from the iTunes Store on your PC or Mac, it's great. Every other function really is going to be very similar to the first iPhone. If you've got a first generation iPhone and couldn't get the 3G iPhone, you probably aren't going to miss out on a huge amount if you get the iPhone 2.0 software, which I'm hoping should be out by now, or should be out very, very soon. You'll get access to the application store. All that you won't get is 3G, which, as we know in the UK, can be patchy with O2 at the best of times anyway, outside of urban areas. And you won't get GPS, but you'll still get the triangulation system that was on the first iPhone, so it's not terrible. Having said that, this is a fantastic phone, even having just used it for a couple of hours and not even having access to the full feature set. If you've not seen the iPhone at all yet, if you didn't get the first generation one, you haven't seen it or touched it, you must try it. Yeah, I know the iPhone's not for everyone, but it's fantastic. Really, you've got your iPod in here, video playback, applications, 3G, GPS, Google Maps, YouTube. There's so much on here, and the fact that you can get it for, even if you don't want to go onto one of the high O2 tariffs, the fact you can get it for £99 or £169 for the 16GB model, if that ever comes back into Britain, is pretty amazing. My advice,